So we have another AMC 10 problem. So this was number 17. So we have two lines are given in the XY plane. They intersect at origin. And point P is reflected over one of those lines to get P prime. And then P prime is reflected about the second line M to get P prime prime. And we are told the P prime prime is given. And then we know the equation of the one of those two lines. We'd like to find the equation of the second line. Like to start with, I will go ahead and draw a X and Y plane basically to see how that looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So what we are given is like some points, right? Also line. So let's say this is -1. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is our point P. And the line that we are given is this one. So we can pull Y alone. So which will be 5x. So meaning that the slope of this line is 5. So you will go like, if I just choose X is 1, the Y will be 5. So it will be like maybe something right there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I want to draw that line, so it will be something like this. Okay, so what we are told also another point, which is 4, 1. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is P prime prime 4, 1. Okay, so the point P's reflect over that the line that we have right here, which is Y equals 5x. And the second, and then we are gonna get something, let's say right there. So when you reflect this about this line, so you will get somewhere right here. I'm gonna call this is P prime. And this point will reflect over another line to get this P prime prime. So this is P prime prime. So meaning that our second line should be something like this. So right in the middle of those two, like passing through right in the middle of those two, P and P prime, basically, because of the reflection. So then we can kind of connect those 2 points just to see how that looks like. And this angle will be 90 degrees. And we already know these two pieces has to be same. And similar reasoning, so we can connect these two. And then this piece has to be same as this one. And this angle is also 90 degrees. Okay, so far so good. But what we want is the equation of this second line. And we can just try finding maybe an equation that passed through P and P prime, because we know the slope of this line. We may find the slope of the perpendicular line. So let's go ahead and try that. Since the slope of this line is 5, this is 5. The slope between the line that passed through P and P prime will be -1/5. So if you use the mx plus b, like slope intercept 4, so you will get y equals, actually let's plug those numbers. So I can plug this number as my 1 point on that line. So the slope will be -1/5 times -1 and plus b. So from there, so you get 1/5, subtract from 4, so that's 20/5, subtract 1, that will be 19/5. Okay, so it's not too bad. So that's basically 3.8. Okay, so we do know now the equation of this line. So from there, so you can say y is -1/5 x, and then plus the 19/5. So if you really want to find this point, which is 3.8, so which looks good. And we do know the equation of this line, but at the same time, I do actually can find this intersection, which is, I'm gonna call this is, let's say, I don't know, k, 5k, but we may find that easily because this is the equation of this perpendicular. This is the y equals 5x. So they has to be like this point should satisfy both of these equations, so we can solve that system so that we know y equals 5x. So then from there, so you can say 5x equals -1 over 5x plus 19 over 5. So add this to both sides, you get 1 over 5 on that left side, which is 26 over 5. 5s will cancel, so you will get 19 over 26. Okay, it's not perfect number, but it's fine. So then the y value of this midpoint, so let's call this is 19 over 26. Okay, and then the y value is 5 times of this, which is 5 times 19 over 26. Okay, so now if I call this is x and y, then I can find actually that point, because if I do know the x, y, so I can take the midpoint of p prime and p prime to get this point, which will give us the equation of this line. So if I use the midpoint formula to get this middle point, so that's just the x coordinates and x coordinate. So the x plus -1 is just x minus 1 over 2 is equal to the x coordinate, which is 19 over 26. And if you multiply by 2, you get 19 over 13. So the x would be 19 over 13 plus 1. And same like reasoning, so you will get y plus the y value is 4 divided by 2 will be this guy, which is, you may multiply by 2 as we did. So 5 times 19 over 13. So I don't want to multiply yet, so I will just do it maybe next time. So y would be equal to, maybe we can multiply it. That's 50, 45, which is 95 over 13 and minus 4. So now we do know this coordinate, which is x value is the x value was right there. So 19 over 13 plus 1. And now if you like to find the midpoint, so you just add this guy, okay, this x coordinates, and this x coordinates, and divide by 2 to get the x coordinates right here. So let's try that as well. So as a next step, so 13 over 19 over 3, actually 13 actually. So 19 over 13 plus 1, and then that's the x coordinate of the p prime. The x coordinates of the p prime is 4, so you just add that and divide by 2, comma, so same thing with the y, so this was 95. And like I can subtract like 52 from this guy, so to get one common fraction over 13. This is the y coordinate of the p prime. The y coordinates of the p prime is 1, and we take the average of those two as well. And this guy will be our midpoint. So if you see that this is 5, if you multiply by 13 to get the common denominator, that's 65. 65 plus 19, so that's 84. So 84 over 13 over 2. So if you do add 84 by 2, which is 42 over 13, comma, and this is going to be 13 over 13. So if you subtract 50 from 90, that's 40. So 45 minus 2 is 43, plus 13, so 56. So 56 over 13. But we do divide by 2, which is going to give us 26 over 13. Okay, so now we have the midpoint. And based on this, we may just 26 over 13, which is just 2. And that would be 14, that's 3. Okay, I think there is something I messed up, because I feel like this is 2, and I do expect this number to be something closer to these guys, which is not the case right now. So let's see. So we have the 50, that's going to be 43, and then plus 13, so which is going to give us 56 divided by 2, 28 actually. Okay, this is 28. Okay, this is now, I guess, good. So that's 42, and then this is 28. So this is the x and y coordinates of this intersection. So then if you like find the ratio of the y to x, you will get the slope of this line, which will give us the immediate equation. So if I divide this by this, so let's do that. The slope should be, the 13s will cancel, so you'll get 28 over 42 is divisible by 14, so which is going to be 2 over 3. So if this is the slope of this line is 2/3, so then the equation should be just y equals 2/3 x. And from the choices, if you multiply by 3, that's 3y equals 2x. 2x minus 3y will be our answer. So again, it's kind of just scratching. I just did, so you may find some other approaches, but I think this is not too bad, okay? So I hope that makes sense. I'll see you in the next video.